Hi all, today I am going to discuss about how to prepare a conducive study environment and effective methods to teach children with autism. Helping children with autism to adapt their environment is one of the effective methods to improve their academic performance. It's very important to structure the environment in such a way that it maximizes your child's odds of success. So first let's see how autism affects academic performance. As we know, development of a child with autism will be different from their development neurotypical peers, and there will also be difference in the order in which the skills are developed. And the child may learn to read, but they have difficulty in learning the sounds associated with their alphabets. As autism is a spectrum disorder, it's not able to generalize all their skills they have developed. They also have difficulty in focusing on information which are beyond their limited interest. Attention drift is also noticed when it comes to their academic performance. So now let's see what are the common difficulties faced by our children which adversely affect their academic performance. They have difficulties in attention and concentration, managing in time, and organizing their belongings. And also they're coping with changes in their daily activities, and meeting any deadline seems to be difficult for them. And writing is also a major concern for them, and if you are forcing them to do such a complex task, they will get overwhelmed and irritated. So what we have to do is we have to divide that complex task into simple, smaller and doable ones, and then the child find it more easier and will get motivated to do or to complete the task. Let us understand some general rules to be followed to maximize the child's potential. As we know, each and every child are different. We have to be aware of our child's ability, strength and interest before planning our activities. First activity, then break. Okay, let's keep it here. Now we are going to do numeracy, number names. Okay, see, it's already written 1-O-N-E. Now Maya is going to do 2 and 3. After that you will get a break. Okay, come on, write 2. Okay, first you want to write 1. Okay, O N E. Very good. Now read this 2 T. Okay, you can play with your alphabets. See? Yay! Which alphabet is this, Maikuda? This is A. If any of the activities seem to be difficult for them, we have to modify it according to their interest. That is, the activity has to be broken down into small manageable bits and let the child complete it with ease. A clear idea has to be given on what they are supposed to do and how long it will take. For example, if you are providing with 3 activities like number names, memory game or shadow matching, we have to describe each activity at the beginning itself and the pattern in which they have to complete the activity. So this will help the child to understand this task is a doable one, and they will take only short period of time, and they will offer breaks in between the activities. We must make them more relaxed by promising them that we are here to help them if any of the activities seem to be difficult for them. And also appreciation and praise must be given to motivate the child to complete the activity. Using a structured and consistent time schedule will help the child to improve the academic performance. Next is about sitting tolerance. Sitting tolerance is one of the main factors affecting the performance of the academic performance of the child. And we have to keep in mind the sitting tolerance of the child before planning the activities. If the child is able to sit continuously for 10 minutes and work without hesitation, we have to complete the work in 8 to 9 minutes, and it is not advisable to push the child beyond this. Also, the activities have to be designed according to their abilities. So this will gradually improve their sitting tolerance. Another important fact to keep in mind is that we learn from mistakes. So let the child make mistakes and not always expect perfect performance from them. Also, we might need several trials and days of learning before the child is able to respond and understand. And also, simple instructions must be provided for the child, and we will not bombard with multiple instructions and must allow sufficient processing and response time for the child. That is, instructions must be repeated only if the child is not responding to the previous instruction even after a particular given time. Next, let's have a look that how to create a conducive study environment for the child. It's very important that the child's surroundings must be divided into dedicated areas so that the child will learn the purpose of each areas in their life. That is, study area is for doing their scholastic activities, and dining area is for having their food. This will help the child being structured and organized, and also make them understand what to expect and where to expect certain things. When at study area, the child would expect his study materials like book, pencil, eraser, etc., and food is expected in the dining area. And this structural organization will also make the child understand how to behave in each area. As they become aware of this structure, there will be a noticeable decrease in their challenging behaviors of the child. Now let's see how the study area has to be organized. For this, we have to see a quiet place in our home. There won't be any other people moving around like dining room or drawing room, which will distract the child. And there must be a minimum distraction of TV, music, phone calls, or people talking. And a comfortable table and chair must be set to face a blank wall without curtains, mirrors, then doors, windows, etc. And preferably the table must not be near to a bed or a toy, which may distract the child to play or lay down to it. And the child can also be involved in setting the study area and also arranging the areas after the sessions. Let the children choose the reinforcement and stationeries which they like the most, and try to keep the choices to a minimum. The required material for the sessions must be kept near to the table, only accessible to the parents, not to the child. Choose a consistent time for work which will help to make it a routine for the child, and also ensure you and your child are not tired at the time of working on the task. Next, how to balance academics with play and leisure. Leisure must also be included in their daily routine, just like academics. Play will help the children to learn the skills necessary for the improvement of academic performance. Teaching some of the skills playfully will make the child enjoy and understand it better. Including the activities to fulfill their sensory needs in the play, which will help the child to be more self-calm and self-oriented. While organizing a play area, make sure it is away from the study area to minimize their distractions. The play area must consist of few set of toys which the child likes to play the most. Too many toys could make them more overwhelmed and irritated. And also new set of toys can be introduced after a particular period, that is once the child gets bored of using the old ones. A set of sensory toys can also be used included in the play area to fulfill their sensory needs and to make them more self-reliant. And outdoor play also helps them, as nature has many sensory objects like water, flowers, leaves, etc. Now let's see the role of visual schedule in learning. A visual schedule is a visual representation of using pictures or words of what is going to happen throughout the day or within the activity or a task. A visual schedule helps in breaking down a task that has multiple steps to ensure the teaching and compliance of those steps. It also helps to decrease the anxiety in the children and also make the transition more easier. Visual support cards like activity card and play card can be used to help the children to recognize the dedicated areas in their home and what they are supposed to do at that particular period of time. The purpose of teaching the child with a visual schedule is to make the abstract events more concrete. And this will help the child to aware of the activities that are to be done on a particular way and what all things they need to complete. And also visual cards like first and then cards make the day predictable, and it will help the children to know the pattern in which they have to complete the activities. Usage of visual support can help you and your child to communicate and manage everyday activities in a positive way and also help to decrease their challenging behaviors. So far we have discussed how to prepare a conducive study environment to improve the academic performance of a child. So some of the points to be remembered are: practice consistently with the child, try to minimize the repetition of instructions, give the child to process the given instruction. It will take time for the child to understand the concept, so stay consistent. Always remember that a well-prepared, motivated, happy child will more likely to be comfortable to cooperate with less challenging behaviors. And studies shows that nearly 50% of children with ASD may also have intellectual impairments or borderline intelligence, and also they have learning difficulties which need intensive interventions. So after incorporating all these suggestions, if you find minimal benefits, consider getting an IQ and learning assessment to be done by a licensed psychologist. Thank you.